Oh, no. There's no one that's different.
It's a different.
Would you like to Zimbabwe list? Netherlands was this year. Afghanistan was this year. Not for against them. Oh, wait a minute. No, they played against Bangladesh in 99. Yeah, so Canadian was.
Yeah, to make that happen. I think it's
Kind attention. All are requested to assemble at the PC room. Thank you.
So guys, we'll go post-match first, and then once questions done, we'll then shut off the cameras and go for pre-match. Okay. So if you just use the microphone to ask questions.
Hey mate, do you think you're as good a team as Afghanistan and Zimbabwe?
I do, yeah, 100%. I think it's quite remarkable that that's the first time I've played against Zimbabwe in my cricketing career of 6 years. Quite clearly, there's no substantial gap between the two teams. I'm absolutely not surprised that Afghanistan have beaten them 4-0 in T20 series. It's disappointing, obviously, that we haven't come here and delivered. I still think we're a very talented side, and we've let ourselves down. In all honesty, we've actually played some good cricket, but the bad cricket, those periods in the game have let us down, and that's been the difference in the two results.
Unlucky today, mate. Just the start of your innings, was there almost a concerted plan to really go for it, and you think the batters kind of overdid that?
In the first six?
Yeah. It was 4 and 3 overs, I think.
Yeah. I think that's the style in particular, George Munsey, and he got us away there. Unfortunately, looking back, he'd probably regret coming down. Changing the field, got 9 off the over. We could have settled with that first up, but at least we're still trying to be positive with wickets down. That is one thing to take from that. In hindsight, obviously, wickets in hand, it could have been a different ending.
And that point, again, with you and Richie, you probably got yourself into a position where the game was pretty even there.
100%,
really
yeah.
well.
You could tell the pressure started shifting. They started making mistakes, mistakes with the ball, mistakes in the field. Regrettably, that partnership didn't go on another 3 overs, because I think it could have been a different ending.
Hi, good evening. You've repeatedly come close to finishing off the game, but you just haven't been able to cross that line. What do you attribute that to? And also, with regards to today's game, what would you attribute that finish to?
I'll start with today's game. I think you could find at least 15 runs in the field, at least. Drop catches, we dropped Williams. And in the end, that's probably the difference. As well as, that start, it's always going to be tough, losing 4 early ones in the power play. So I think we did pretty well to get as close as we did. And then generally, it's tough to attribute our lack of getting over the line. I do go on about it, but there is a lack of international cricket for us. Since the 2015 World Cup, I've played in one-day international match in 12 months. So you tell me how I'm going to improve my skills and develop as a cricketer. So that definitely has something to do with it. Playing under pressure, being exposed to a higher level of skill, exposed to different conditions. It all adds up. Every little percentage, and unfortunately that's just the way it is, and we know that, and we try and deal with that as best we can. However, in the end, it probably does take its toll.
If this was a normal qualifying event rather than a global tournament, do you think you would have finished off one of these games? Is there an element of, because as you said, you don't play enough of the big games, you're just not, when you get here, you maybe think about them a little bit differently and tighten up in a way that you wouldn't do if you were playing this in a smaller event?
You say if this was a qualifying event? This is a qualifying event. There's no two ways about it. Of course there's pressure. It's for an associate team. I'm not sure people realize the pressure that is associated with playing as an associate team. Every time you take the field, no matter what version of cricket is, T20, 50 overs, 4-day cricket, you're playing for something. You're playing for a place. You're playing for money. You're playing for funding. You're playing for opportunity. So it's not just we don't have just bilateral one-day series where we can go and experience different conditions, different elements, trial different teams. That's not part of associate cricket. Associate cricket is about winning at all costs. And unfortunately, that's just the nature of the beast, and it is a beast.
Last question.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I think it is 20 matches over 50 over and 20 over cricket where Scotland hasn't won a match. In that context, what is the future of Scottish cricket?
Sorry, start that again?
Over the 50 over World Cup qualifiers and T20 qualifiers over the years,
Yeah.
I think Scotland are yet to win a match.
So you mean in a World Cup?
Yes, in a World Cup.
Yeah.
So what is the future of Scotland cricket and what should be done?
Yeah, that's the facts. We haven't won a game, and that's, you know, it's hard for me to say that. I still think the future is bright. You know, we soldier on, and we have a lot of belief. There is a lot of skill, there's a lot of talent, and I think it's been evident over the last 2 games that partnership yesterday, you know, that was world-class stuff. With the ball at times, we've shown that we have the skills. So, you know, I'm not down at all. I think there's a lot of talent coming through. We qualified for the Under-19 World Cup recently, which is always a positive sign. And, you know, we've got a good structure in place back in Scotland. We've got a good coaching staff, a new chief executive, with a very, very good business background. So, you know, there are things pointing in the right direction. However, you know, regrettably, we couldn't quite show that on the park in the last 2 games.
All right, cut things. So this content now, we'll talk about the match against Hong Kong on the 12th. It'll be in Bali. So same deal again, guys. We'll go post-match and then we'll go pre-match against